Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Today we'll discuss session 6 about templates. You have session 6 right with you. Can you share your screen? Open the document. Till previous topics, all you are good, right? And what is the most important property in AEMS? Link resource type that I told you. And I told you architecture and all those stuff, right? Technology stack and all, the run modes. We discussed those as well. The WCM modes we discussed. What else? I think that's quite enough. In Sling everything is resource and in JCR everything. You said like there will be a surprise test. We'll see tomorrow. That's fine. We'll start with the session today. With the test right. You said there will be surprise quiz or something like that. It is there. I'll share the link after the session. Can you see my screen? I can see some text calculations. I have no. Some business action. The business you do with that 1 hour. Let's not discuss all those things. We got it? Right. I understand. What is template, right? We discussed briefly about template. Template means structure of something, right? Or skeleton of something using which we can make similar looking objects, right? It's not just a M terminology. It's a generic terminology, right? Many ways we see templates in our life, right? Where we have a skeleton of something or a box of something and in which you put the items and it will give you the same shape, right? That's how the template in general is here. Also same thing, right? I'll just read this and then we, without wasting time, will just directly jump on the exercise and from there I'll explain you things, right? Template used to create pages. That is for sure that we are. When an author creates a page, the notes and property of the template are copied to the location of the new page. This line has a lot of significance. If you understand this line, you'll understand everything. That's what I want to explain you today. Right. We will discuss whole today's session on just this line. When an author creates a page, what happens? Notes and properties of the template are copied to the location of the new page. Remember, from the template it gets copied to the page. What child notes and property of the template? We'll see how, right? And this concept will be there with you unless you leave AEM, right? Because even you go with editable template, static template, whatever template, the concept will be remaining same. Even editable templates are based on this concept, on this. Let's see. I'll tell you one more thing. Templates are of two types, static template and dynamic template. Dynamic template are also called editable templates. Static template are deprecated. But this session is dedicated on static templates. I'll tell you why, right? Because I know when people discuss, and work on editable template, there are a lot of confusion. I'm sure you are also having confusion. What is structure? What is initial content? When you log, I knew little bit because I've worked in other WCMS. I know little bit of it. Little bit. That's what I want to understand to the point. Everything right. Because when I take interviews right, when I ask I mean many things. When I ask that when you lock a particular responsibility, what happened when you unlock something? What is initial content? Why? Where the nodes gets created? Why we have structure? Why we have separate things? Right? That I will explain, but to understand that you need to understand properly. Right? What is happening right now? I know is Adobe has replicated static template. No one talks about static template. Even the official documentation doesn't tell anything. No one talks about static template. And they directly start with the editable template, which is like one level up. People get the bigger picture. What was it earlier? Why the need came for dynamic template? Right. And then how this is different than that. That way, if you go right, you will never forget things that will do it. I'll come back to this whole paragraph once again during the session. Next paragraph is when the Sling column resource type, property of the template. Just ignore everything from this. Just jump on the exercise. We'll come back here and then you will understand by yourself every line area. Can you go to exercise next step, next page? What we'll do today is we'll create our first static template. Do you want me to create that? Your server is applied. Let me see. You want me to open it in Chrome only, right? I'm going to use the URL and all we can see properly. 442. I'm going to go to tabs. Training templates. Here, right, I want to create a new template. This would be a way to create a new folder here. I click and say create template with open that wizard and these values. Content page. This title and all is. I mean you can give anything, but if you're able to copy, then copy. And copy it. Description. This report is this resource type. Is it just a dynamic path or it is a relative path or absolute path? This is a relative path. When Sling will try to look for this path, what it will do first? It will add apps before and / before. And if we find there, it is. If it couldn't find, then it will go under. And what is that? Can you go back to previous step? Previous. See that resource type is nothing but your Sling column. Resource type property value. Title is nothing but your JCR column, title value. Ranking is the property name itself with ranking. What is ranking when you create template? I think this will load first actually. What this ranking, it will start loading JCR will particular template. Suppose there are like 50 templates, right, which you see on screen. This one will be having top priority. It will be at the first. Do you need to add anything? No, right? Oh, a load of parts of the content. What we are saying that this template will be uses under this path. It's a regular expression that we which said anything below /content. This template can be used. Is that clear? If we don't give a path which is available, then it will be having a problem. We won't be able to allow you to create template. Let's do it first, then I'll show you that one. Hello parents, parent is. Now we can create next. And save. What you did, you created content page template as soon as you created. Now very specifically, you see all the properties that you provided there. They came as a property to that. Right. Oh, this is the primary type of this node is different than the primary type of some other nodes which we have seen till now. What is the CQ? Well, and then we have primary behavior for this node. When a primary type is CQ:template, that means this is a template. That means this is a template in AEM. Allowed path. Well, you see it's a string array. That means you can allow multiple paths. One regular expression. That means everything below /content. Now that all clear all these things. Now let me tell you one important thing. What is the important thing? I'm telling you. Whenever a node type is of CQ:template, it will always have a child node with the name as JC or :content. What did I say? When a node type for a node is CQ:template, it will always have a child node with the name is JC or :content. And the primary type of that will be always CQ:page content. Can you verify? What is this page? JC or content node. Whenever you see this JC or content node, that node, the whole responsibility for that node is to store data of the parent node. Is that clear? It's clear. JC or content node. Whole responsibility is to store data of the parent node. This JC or content node you cannot create directly. It has to be there under some specific folder types. Like one of that is CQ:template. Is that clear? It's clear. We have a template now. Template name is content page. And that template also has a child node with the name as JC or :content. JC or :content says any data which will be there on this page. It will go below me. JC or :content. Is that clear? Now all the resource type value. You see you have provided that. That's the value became as a Sling column resource type here. Is that clear? The relative part where we created this structure component. You remember hello inside that? Yes or no? There we are pointing. Now if you have it is point directly to that. You have mentioned Sling column resource type, right? The value you see value of that property. Makes sense. You have provided that in the dialog. That value were game to where on JC or content node. All other property meant on the parent node itself. But this resource type property goes to the JC or content node. Is that clear? It's clear. Now you have your template which is pointing to some rendering script where it is pointing as a right here. We are clear. Now go to the document quickly. Right. Now you should be able to create pages using this template. Point number 10. I'll explain later. Right. We'll come back to this topic once again. Let me finish. What we'll do? We'll create some page under content, go to sites and create a new page. Right. Hold on. Hold on. Look at this. See what? Look at the URL. What is the URL? Locals /452 sites /.html/content. Is that clear? You can find inside which parts under /content. If you click on create button, you will be able to see template. Which template? The one which we created. What a allowed path we have given /content brackets /star, which says everything below /content. That's why that template is visible under this path. Is that clear? It's clear. If you remove the content, just try. Just click on create button. Create site. No, just refresh this once. Now click on create button. 1 minute allowed paths. Why you are not able to create? Can you go to the document works? No, go to the document. Os. No, go to the document. You do it. It would come here on. Try site. What estimate? It is nothing but /dot after dot slides. It is /content only. See yes or no? Right. One create. I just remove /content from the URL. It's being added. It's being added. It will point to their only right. That's the default location. It should show here the page right. Icon something we did, a Blender allowed paths. Just double click on that property and double click. See, is there any space? See, there is space. Click. Save all. Now go to your sites and click on create button. See create. Since you allowed that path, that's where it is able to create the page for you. Understood? Whatever value you give in allowed paths, it's a certification question and interview question. Right? How to restrict the template uses via which property we can restrict allowed paths. Products. That this template can be used on only these paths but nowhere else. This is the template. It is showing for you to create page. Go to the document. Right? It came here. Let's do one thing. Let's quickly create a page. Point number 4 tells the name and title of the page. Point number 4, left hand side. Now here. This one, right. Create page. We can read page. Join content. Select the content. Click Next. Select the location. Let's see. Create page. Content page. Create page. What is the title you give? v.train, v.train. Name is v-train. One important thing I want to tell you, in the name property, you can never provide special characters. Here, if you try space and all, see, it gives error. If you click on that arrow, that triangle, red triangle, it will tell you what and all not allowed. See the field. This field must only contain letters, numbers, dashes, commas and underscore. Clearly is written. It's a certification question, sir. They will say from the following, which is not the correct and not name of a node. Right. There will be options with sharing dashes. I mean some special characters. In this state, that's not the correct one. Dashes allowed, commas and underscore allowed. You just finished that. Small letters v-train, v-train, all small letters. That's a CBOS. Create one, 1 minute, 1 minute. We have done yet. Click on create. Now if you see, click on. Now tell me. Open. This page is showing some message which you have given in the previous exercise, previous session. Remember, let it come. What you have written? What do you have written? Yes or no? It's printing that. How hello, what is getting printed? Now you are a sling. Like a sling. What sling will do first? Sling will take the URL. Or take the form the URL. Go to the page. From the URL edited rotation, it will ignore. What is the content? Path slash content slash v-train before any selector and extension. Right. That is your this creative path. Content path. And on that content path, when you go, are you able to find the rendering script for that path? What is the path you have created? You have to refresh your right click on the content folder and refresh the label below right. Click refresh. That's now. You will see your page there. You can see v-train right. v-train is your path. You came here. Yes? No. Click on that v-train node. This v-train node at Sling will ask for a rendering script. But before that, this node will say to Sling, "Hey Sling, are you idiot or what? Don't you know the rule? If my type is CQ:page, I don't have anything. You have to go and check my child whose name is JCR:content. Is that clear? Have you added this JCR:content node by yourself? How it came? Click on the JCR content node. Have you added the scroll down? Resource type properties link column resource type. Have you added this property in this node? How it came? Template. That's what happened when you create pages using a template. Templates the JCR content node. Remember what node? JCR node of the template will get copied to the page. Is that clear? It's clear. And on the template's JCR content node, we have provided this resource type property. Whole node got copied. Even this property called copy here. Is that clear? It's clear. And because of which, only when Sling comes on this page, Sling will look for this JCR content node. It will see, oh, it has a Sling resource type property. let me go there and let me find the what. The rendering script for this particular URL, whatever it has. Now this concept, it is easier for me to explain. What happened? Important here is the templates. JCR content node and its style will get copied to the pages. JCR content node. Is that clear? That is what is important. Scroll, go there next on the document. And you also be understood. If allowed path property, something wrong, you may not see it coming up. Next page. I think, oh, this is something. Now we have seen allowed path property, where you saw at the template level. With that allowed path, what you do, you say that this template is allowed on these paths. You are doing it at the template level. Allowed path is like when you are allowed path, you add the template level. It's like a teacher and classroom. Right. In teacher. Well had said, oh, you are the 5 teacher. You take these classes, you take these classes, you take these classes. The teacher has allowed classes or template has allowed paths. Is that clear? It's clear. You can create a pages using the template only on the allowed path. Now what I was about to say, district template. There is another way we can restrict the template, which is we do at the content level or at the classroom level. We, all the class students get united and say we don't want this particular teacher to be teachers. Right. That's the other way around. You can restrict template uses either from template or from content. Is that clear? It's clear. When from content, which property we use? CQ:allowed templates. Is that clear? The problem starts with C. There is a confusion. I always get used to get confused. Then I remember with this trickery, if the property name started C, that means it will go at the content level. Is that clear? It's like there are 5 teachers and 10 classes. Principal said to teacher 1, you have to teach in class number 10. But class 10 people doesn't want this teacher number 1. Right. What they will say, we are allowing only other teachers, but not this teacher. Whose priority will be given whatever the students, the class saying, whatever content saying. Is that clear? Content, whatever you're saying, will get the prize. The next property we will talk about is CQ:allowed templates. What do you do? Go to your this vTrain JCR content page and add this property called CQ:allowed templates. How to add property from the right hand side. Below the property are here on that only. Now you have the stream editor. String. How can you change? You see the image mentioned, the red color multi button. When you check that, it will store as a multi value. Now click on add button. Give the value here. See, that means it's a multi. That means you can give multiple templates. Is that clear? That's clear that you can do. But this CQ allow template property on where you are adding at the content level. This content, right? Yes, no. And the other one is what? Allowed path at the template level. I think we are good. Go to the next. I think there is another space in starting. Can you correct it, please? Save it. First save it, then update it again. Click on the Save All button right now. Yeah. Double click. And there is a space in starting. I think click. I think we are done yet. Now what you said, you allow templates under this project, right? Now here rather than this path, you give some random path. What will happen? It will try to take this priority and you will show nothing under the template creation. Because you are not allowing any other templates. Is that clear? It's clear. That's what it's go to, the document piece. Scroll down. Further. This one right. Add content structure to the template. Now what do? We'll add some thumbnail image. Right now we don't see a thumbnail image for our pages, right? Yes, that's what we are doing. It is mentioned in the document that from download the image from exercise folder. If you don't have that exercise folder or the image is not there, you can download any PNG image from internet and do this exercise as a task for you. Will you be able to do that? I'll do that. Do you want me to do it now or later? I won't say a free time. And then last, after exercise 2, what you have to do? You should create a site structure under V, retail the way it is shown in this image. These two can you be able to do, right? I can be able to do. Please revise this. Now can you go back to the first page where I said, I'll explain that now. First page. Why is this not going to first page? For all of them. For all of them. What I told you this line, I'll explain. When an author created a page, the notes and properties of the template are copied to the location of the new page. That's what happened, right? When we created that page. That's what you should understand about the template. We have to choose a template to create a page, right? When the Sling resource type property of the template is copied, right? Now I will ask you an interview question, right? What happened? Ultimately, to get the rendering script, Sling looks for rendering script, right? What happened when we create page from the template? Template level, whatever resource type we have even gets copied to the page. Yes, okay. And when someone is looking to render the page, what they will look? The resource type value of page. Yes, so. That property, the Sling column resource type property, is important. And that's what I get copied from the template to the page. That's how you get that value automatically for you. Understand? Understand. I hope you understood these 2 paragraphs. I think that's what I have. Please revise it and then attempt the quiz first and finish those 2 exercises and just bring the link. Now, if you want, now let me. Just 5-10 minutes it will take. Are you putting in the chat? I think we don't see the chat right. There is an issue with the I can't from where else. Come on. Where are they? Probably new. All are small questions only. I'll share the link. You can stop sharing your screen. I stopped sharing the screen. Just a minute. They're sending you the link that. You can share it in WhatsApp. 1 minute. Once you receive it, then the time. 1 minute. Your time that it is hardly 10 questions, basically like that. I will take some 7 to 8 ways with you, right? Complexity will increase eventually. Oh, docs, right. Are you able to access? Yes, I got it. Do you want me to do it on my own? You buy your own. Just do it, finish it. Even those 2 exercises also, and then we'll go. Sure, I'll do that. Tomorrow we'll start the next topic inheritance. See you tomorrow. Sure, thank you. Good night. All the best for the quiz. I think you're tired. We'll talk tomorrow. Really tired today. Bye. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.